Hi, I'm Crystal Quiroz. So I will be talking about Competency 1B. Candidates can explain how students' first language proficiency in listening, speaking, reading, and writing transfers to and supports English language acquisition. So, what I got from this article and from the TED Talk was very eye-opening. I know that students from low-income families can affect the students' language when going to school, and that's can be somewhat of a misconception. I think as educators, we need to make sure that we support students in their first language because a lot of times these students can they understand they can transfer the both languages and they understand what we're saying. It's just how do I communicate that to my teacher now? And so it's very important as educators that we support them in their first language. And it brings me to Mr. Johnson's TED Talk, which I found very amusing and I truly enjoyed because Spanglish is a thing. I grew up in the household where Spanish was spoken a lot, but I did not learn how to read, write it properly. I acquired it, I learned it. Though I didn't speak it a lot, I understood the language and I could comprehend the language. Um, so when you talk about Spanglish, um, a lot of times in my classroom, when I first started teaching, I taught an ELL class. And when I wanted to explain something to students, sometimes I would go back to my Spanglish because I was able to, I knew what I wanted to say, but how do I say it? How do I want these students to understand what I'm talking about? So I would tell them in Spanish what I wanted to say so that they had a better understanding of what I was trying to communicate with. And I think to me, that is a great opportunity for students to understand that we're not here to judge them. It's important that they still keep their first language while acquiring English as their second language, um, because I think it will help with bridging that language gap. So right now that I'm in Pasco, I teach two-way dual language, and I found that these students are amazing. The way they can connect language is amazing. I have students that come from English speaking homes, and when they enter school, they are now taking a class. They're now immersed in English and Spanish. And so when they get to seventh grade, I find that there are quite a few students who, when given the when given that what they're learning in their ELA class in Spanish and what they learn in my class in English, they correlate together. They are the same. And so they can take that English language and that Spanish language and they can relate the two together. So it really helps them develop that English Spanish language. It really helps them know, oh, okay, I understand. These two go together. When my teacher says ACE, then my Spanish teacher says CER, those two correlate together. So being in the two-way dual language program really illustrates to me how students first language, how it can transfer and support their English language acquisition. But I do got to say is that